Or red light. Or green light. Red light.
Red light.
light.
Why she got such long hair?
I don't know.
Nope, it still has to be moving. You're gonna die right here.
Oh, yeah. I think I'm dead.
You're. Yeah, I was gonna say, I'm pretty sure it has to be moving in a rhythm.
I've been to conventions, but I've never been to one in another country. Actually,
I've never been to another country.
Oh yeah, that's right. I've been to Mexico and I've been to Canada multiple times. Had fun in Canada. I actually said wait a second because the Wholesome Con, like in terms of like a convention experience. Do you think a WrestleMania event counts as like a convention?
I guess.
I mean, it was a huge sporting event. It was like 68,000 people all in one place. It was... Geez.
Was it just watching the match? Or?
Oh, there was other stuff. They had like video gaming showcases where they were like doing Legends of Wrestling and all that and a few meet and greets here and there.
So that probably counts as pretty much a convention.
So, apparently I've been to another convention in Canada. That was WrestleMania 18. Dear God, dude. WrestleMania 18 was a lot of fun. I was hoping that there was going to be more like specialty matches. Like I really hope, because there was a big lead up between two people. I think it was Kane and Kurt Angle, and they were supposed to. They had a cage match, and everyone was like, "Oh, there's going to be a Hell in a Cell match at WrestleMania this year," and they were hyping it up, and it never came true. I was like, "No, damn it!" But I would love to have seen Hell in a Cell in person, especially in Canada. That'd been awesome. But we got to see Hulk Hogan versus The Rock, and that was, dude. I have never heard a crowd that loud before. Like in the beginning, half the crowd was chanting Hogan, Hogan, and the other half of the crowd was chanting Rocky, Rocky, and then by the end of it, everyone was chanting for Hogan. They wanted Hogan to Hulk up and then all that, and then The Rock won the match, and then they shook hands in the middle of the ring. It was like, damn, that was awesome. Also, Ric Flair versus The Undertaker, that was a lot of fun. Seeing Ric Flair get superplexed off the top rope. Oh, God, I miss going to conventions and shit like that. I haven't been to a convention since the pandemic, and I think it's high time we start going to some. I mean, I'd love to go to YamaCon.
I would love to be able to actually save up money and have a cosplay ready before I go to another one.
Well, let's all see here. The guests.
To be honest, I don't have as much fun as I think I could whenever I go to them usually. And it's usually, I feel like, because I don't have a cosplay and therefore I don't really get to talk to anyone.
Wait a minute. Who's she? Damn. She cute.
She's, shoot. Saw this the other day. Like, the one guy that was going to be there dropped. The big one. I forget who he was.
Johnny Young, well...
Not Johnny, now. The big voice actor they had.
I forget.
But, she's done something I thought was really cool recently.
Oh, and there he goes. Yeah, so... We have Emery Chu here. Emery Chu has experienced a wholesome con experience in Malaysia, and apparently we are what you.
I was just looking for that announcement because it was really recently.
Okay.
Fortunately, due to schedule's conflict, David Lodge had to cancel his appearance.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, and so they booked Susie Young in his place, and she did Yuffie from Final Fantasy VII Remake.
Oh, shit.
Yeah,
okay.
That's who she is. So.
Nice. Kick ass. So.
Yeah, I remember being like, "Oh shit, that's cool." But
okay. But
couldn't remember exactly why. I had to look real quick.
So, Susie, what's wrong with me? Emery Shoe, fuck. Yeah, dude. You like all these toxic conventions and shit. Also, I took a knee to the side of the head, and I also got kicked in the nuts earlier tonight, so you're gonna have to forgive me if my brain's not all there. The reason why? Pro wrestling. I wound up at a pro wrestling event, and I wound up taking some bumps. It was fun. Oh yeah, Mook shared one of the videos that someone took of like the superplex off the top rope, and I'm there on the side of the ring like, no, stop it. Yeah, it was good shit, dude. I loved it. Anyway, let's go ahead and get into this. Emery Chew, how'd it go?
Okay, so this video is going to be a short and sweet one because the last one was almost like 30 minutes and I've been doing quite a bit of traveling recently, so I thought it'd be a waste not to talk about at least one of these trips. So, cons are happening again, which is one of the things I missed the most the past few years, and recently I guested at my very first international convention in Malaysia, and it was one of the most wholesome con experiences I've ever had. Let me tell you about it real quick. But first, we need to talk about some hot cookies. No, not those hot cookies, although they do look pretty scrumptious. And no, not these hot cookies, but I'll admit these character designs are absolutely gorgeous. No, I'm talking about these hot cookies. That's right, this video is sponsored by Cookie Run Kingdom, and they recently announced a collaboration with BTS. In Cookie Run Kingdom, you can build and expand your own dream kingdom and collect some beautifully designed cookies to create an RPG squad that you can take with you to battle and progress through story levels. And now, you can add the Bangtan boys to your team. In addition to all cookies having their own original voice lines, the adorable BTS cookies are also voiced by the members themselves.
여기에 제 나라를 세워볼까요?
제 뒤에 후광 비치지 않아요?
달려봅시다!
와, 이런 무대를 하고 싶었어요. 재밌게 놀아봐요.
같이 재즈 들을까요?
저 준비됐어요.
With this collaboration, you'll get to play 2 different rhythm game modes to some of their popular hits, and there's a new story event where you have to help defeat an edgy rival cookie boy band. To be honest though, after seeing this guy, I might have a new bias. This game has fantastic voice acting, beautiful character designs, and cute visuals, and really fun gameplay, so if you're interested, click the link in the description to download Cookie Run Kingdom and try out the new event.
Hey. Real quick question. What has 2 thumbs and doesn't give a shit about BTS? This guy. I love... Well, I understand, like, these are sponsorships, and sponsorships are... We've done sponsorships in the past. I mean, we did Crunchyroll, and we got shit for that. People were just like, oh my gosh, why are you guys recommending Crunchyroll? It's like, because they paid us money. That's really it. I mean, I don't know what else to say. So... This whole deal with with this is a game I'm never gonna play, and I don't care about BTS. I could literally care less about BTS.
Yeah, but think about how many of Emery Chew's demographic probably do care about.
No,
BTS.
I know, and that's all well and good. I just feel like I have to say it. If you like BTS, cool, but I just not my thing.
Me either.
Anyway, let's get it.
Prior
If you
to being
catch me
invited to Animagaki,
listening
I
to
had
Asian music, it's gonna sound a lot scarier than BTS.
Well, yeah, you listen to fucking Derryn Fry, of course. Yeah, I mean that's pretty
Derrick
terrible.
Perry and Crystal Lake and shit like that.
Oh yeah.
actually never visited Southeast Asia, and I was especially excited because the con just so happened to be on my birthday.
Hey.
I brought Daru with me as my +1 since she was visiting family in Malaysia anyway, and she was familiar with where to go and what to eat. My first time eating Malaysian food was right after I landed. It was around midnight, and the con staff took me to a mamak stall for the first time, where I ordered cheese naan and juice in a bag. They're actually called ikat tepi, but I was so intrigued by the concept of getting a drink in a plastic takeaway bag that for the whole weekend I kept calling it juice in a bag. Okay, day 0.
That's fine. I mean, I don't think the Malaysian vendors are really going to care. Just be like, okay, juice in a bag. It's like, oh, hey, juice in the bag. It's like, oh, okay, thank you.
It was the day before the con, so we had a free day to
That's
do fun
beautiful.
touristy stuff with some of the con
Love the
staff and
architecture.
meet some of my fellow guests. Some of the guests included Mindarin, an Anna-song singer with an incredible stage presence, Randois, a really funny webcomic artist and animator, and Kamome Shirahama, who is the mangaka for Witch Hat Atelier. And let me just quick plug really quick. Please go read Witch Hat Atelier. It is so freaking good. If you're an artist, and I know there's a ton of you out there watching this right now, you need to...
Atelier?
I've always said Atelier Iris, Atelier Riza, stuff like that.
I think it's because it's French. Atelier.
Never knew that.
I think. I don't know. If you know the correct proper pronunciation and the origin of that word, please let us know in the comments down below.
She's probably saying it right. I just never knew.
No. I guarantee you she's saying it right. It's just I can't really speak and say I can say 100% with confidence that that's French. Atelier. It sounds like it, but I'm probably wrong. Watch it be Portuguese and be like, typical Americans not knowing anything. And it's just
our education system sucks. It's not our fault.
Well, actually, that's the crazy thing. I actually saw a video of this, and it made me realize that a lot of those videos are very biased against Americans. They like have an American in Europe, and they're just like, "Hey, where's Liechtenstein on this map?" And they don't know that Liechtenstein is like between Switzerland and between Switzerland and Germany.
Fucking neither do I.
Well, it's a micro country. It's a little speck between Switzerland and Germany. And then people are like,
to be honest, this is the first I've heard of a country called Liechtenstein.
Yeah, and it's just like they point somewhere on the map, and they're just like, I'm sorry, but it's actually here. And then they do the same thing with like Europeans in the U.S. They're like, where's Ohio? And the dumbfounded look on the Europeans' faces are just like,
Dude, I've been in Discord with Europeans all the time, and like we'll mention like states in the United States, and they'll be like, "What is that?" Like,
exactly. It goes both ways.
Never heard of that before.
It goes both ways, and the fact that people don't realize that.
It's like, oh wow, we weren't taught geography for a fucking continent we don't live on.
Exactly.
Imagine that. Guess what? I was taught geography for a continent I do live on, and I'm still bad at it.
Yeah, I know world geography because I studied world geography and world history because, I wanted to be a history teacher.
I knew world geography, but I have a fucking memory disorder.
It's okay.
So it doesn't fucking matter that I was taught it.
Oh, God. Anyway, sorry.
To go pick this manga up. If you have a passion for art and you need something to spark inspiration within you, maybe you're going through a little art block or something, read this manga. The art, chef's kiss. The world building, chef's kiss. The magic casting system, creative chef's kiss. Anyways, so the day before the con, we visited Batu Caves, which was really gorgeous and the closest I've ever gotten to so many monkeys. When I heard caves initially, I was sort of expecting it to look dark and creepy, but it was actually really lush and pretty.
Oh no, those like the cave systems in Southeast Asia. There's one in I think it's Vietnam. It is the largest open top cave system, and it reminds
me of a lot of the caves that you see in Tomb Raider.
Yeah,
the modern Tomb Raider games.
Yeah, and the crazy thing is, the cave is so big it has its own weather system inside of the cave. That's how big it is.
Damn.
I'm just like, that's insane.
It's like the weather inside the cave can be different than the weather outside the cave.
Yes, it'll be raining in the cave, but outside it'll be like perfectly sunny. It's strange. It's unbelievable. And it completely has to do with the environment of the cave. If the environment of the cave is too dry, then it'll start raining. And if it's not dry, and then if it's too wet, then it'll stop raining. It's crazy how it works. Like I think Duncan Trussell talked about it on Joe Rogan's podcast and showed pictures and just how big the cave is. It's crazy.
Workout with how many steps we get to climb to get to the top. Afterwards, I tried a fresh coconut for the very first time. It didn't really taste like much, so I'm still not sure how I feel about coconut. Then, Rando, Mindarin, and I were scheduled to do a radio interview, which was the first time I'd ever been on the air. Ever.
Hey.
For dinner, we met with more con staff and Shirahama Sensei and ate at this place called Madame Kwan's, where I ordered something called nasi bojari, and it tasted so freaking good. I still think about it sometimes. Now for day one of the
probably
con,
not
I had a
nasi
panel
goreng.
scheduled that day, which I was really nervous about because public speaking kind of gives me the heebie-jeebies, and I had no idea how many people would even show up.
You killed it at Scribble Showdown. You killed at Scribble Showdown. You are a great public speaker.
So I didn't really know what to expect. I decided to wait behind the projector screen before my panel started so I could do a fun little reveal, and I could feel my heart pounding out of my chest. And to my surprise, it was a completely packed room, and I think the adrenaline and shock flooded my senses all at once because I immediately started crying, which is not the best way to start a panel, but I bounced back quick and
Yeah. It just shows you the worldwide reach she has with over her 3 million subscribers, which she deserves. I mean, look at this. Good job, Em.
Yeah, I'm in a band, or I've been in 2 bands at the same time, but I'm in one band currently still, and I do YouTube, and like I don't want to public speak either.
I like public speaking.
Not fun.
I had to do public speaking tonight at the wrestling event. I got the microphone and I started talking my spiel, but then Chad and them started like beating up on a ref, and I'm just like, and I was like going along with it. I was like, well, look at this right here. Hey, what are you doing? And then they started beating the crap out the ref, and I'm just like, hey, Kay, show him what's up. And then Kay's like acts like he's gonna kick him, and then the ref like squeams up, and then Kay like fakes like he's gonna kick him and doesn't. And then he's like, ha! You really think we're gonna waste any energy on you? Get the hell out the ring! And he rolled out the ring, and then the match started.
That's the other thing too. I do better as a character than I do as myself, because when I do my bands, I'm a character. Like, I'm not me. Like, because if I go up to talk about something, I'm like, hey, my name's Nick Owen, and today I'm going to tell you about my hobby of playing video games, which you probably won't care about at all.
I did public...
I go on stage for my band, and I'm like, what the fuck's up, Johnson City?
Jesus Christ, asshole! Oh, my ear.
It's like completely fucking different character.
Oh, I have to probably like lower the volume on that so it's not ear piercing. Thanks for that.
You yelled too the other day.
A little bit, but yeah, you just like went all in. Anyway,
At least I didn't get right up on it. It could
that's
have been
true.
worse.
That's true. So I would say I've actually done public speaking here recently at schools where they're doing like kids that are from like very bad living situations and stuff like that. You know, low income, and I've had to speak for them, or I've spoke to them, and the way their faces light up when I show them like the silver play button. And just like, it's just like, you're a YouTube? I'm like, yep, I've been doing YouTube for about 10 years now, and it has been a lot of fun. And I can't wait to do more of it whenever New Year's rolls around. And it's my sister who set me up with the gig. And if I can inspire these kids and like show them that there is something better and they don't have to feel like their whole lives are dreary and empty, that does well for me. I enjoy that a lot. Anyway, sorry.
Definitely
It
helps
went
me
pretty
to not
smoothly.
feel like my life
By
is
the way,
really
thank
working
you,
here,
Eddie.
so.
Yeah.
You for gassing me up like crazy at the very beginning.
Yeah! Chill! She needs
And
a
a
hug.
huge thank you to everyone who showed up. I had something in my schedule titled Group Photo on the main stage, and I was told it was a quick group photo with the guests because Mindarin could only stay for one day. So I was like, oh, okay, that makes sense. But then it got confusing when the time came for the group photo, and Mindarin was still doing her media interview. Oh, looks like it's time for the group photo. We need to hurry. Huh? Shouldn't we wait for Mindarin? No, we should really hurry to the main stage and just go. It turns out I was lied to. Anna Magaki decided to surprise me on stage with a strawberry birthday cake and had
Oh, dude, that's great. Yeah. Happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday!
Happy birthday to you.
happy birthday to me. And I cried again.
Oh,
I was bamboozled.
It's okay.
Oh my
Ann.
god, this is so sweet. Thank you.
That's so cool.
Surely nothing else will make me cry harder.
Okay, now we're all going to sing happy birthday to you again in our home language of Malay.
All right, Anna Magaki staff. You got me good. You got me real good.
Yep.
It was a really sweet gesture, and I will never forget it. Afterwards, I had an impromptu signing session at Studio Yuraki's booth, who were really kind and offered the booth space for me to use, as well as printing out copies of a print I'd drawn to sign and pass out at my signing. So big thank you to them. The signing ended up taking around 3 hours because I didn't want to cap it because I have a very completionist attitude when it comes to these sort of things. So huge thank you to the staff that stayed around to help with that. And of course, thanks to everyone who met me and gave me snacks because wow, holy crap, there were a lot of snacks.
Yes. Actually, I think we got some of those from whenever, who was the former guy who used to be on here, or who used to, like, subscribe to us. He sent us a bunch of snacks from all over the world, and I was like, holy crap, these are delicious. I forget the name of the... it's gonna haunt me now.
Looks like a year's worth of like ordering the Beffstew subscription or whatever, you know, where they send you like Japanese snacks.
Oh yeah. It looks delicious. Though. Looks absolutely delicious.
Once the con day was over, we all congregated in the guest room and shared the birthday cake together. It turns out one of the staff members, Ash, had the same birthday as me, but he didn't want to say anything because he didn't want to steal the birthday thunder, which is absolute nonsense. Shout out to Ash, my birthday twin. Happy birthday, King. One of the staff members had cosplayed as Master Keyfree from Witch Hat Atelier and made Shirahama-sensei fluster by getting into the character, which was so cute to witness. And I just want to say, the vibes in this room were absolutely immaculate. There was so much friendly conversation, lots of laughing, congratulating each other on a day's work well done. And if you'll allow me to be corny for a second, as tired as I was, sharing strawberry cake with everyone and being able to sit down and chat and just be in everyone's presence after a busy day made me feel at peace. And I wish I could bottle that moment up in a jar so I could open it on a bad day or something.
Having that time where you're like in the moment with people and you are like completely just in, you know, at peace with yourself, with the life that you're living and everything, those moments are rare and they come by very rarely. Some people don't get them at all. And it is important for you, whenever that moment comes, cherish it. Because you're one of the lucky ones.
Said she was dealing with sadness, hurt, and anger. I wonder what happened.
I would probably say it was probably it's probably some personal stuff, but also the fact her moving to another country and being
she
away.
Says, I'm doing fun now, so that's good. I'm glad she's doing fun again.
Yeah, probably her moving to another country and stuff like that probably had her really, like, her heart tied up because she wasn't able to hang out with her friends anymore, and she's away from her family. But anyway.
Next thing we knew, it was 1 a.m, and we were very hungry. So we all took a trip to a nearby mamak, and I finally got to try nasi lemak for the first time. I know it's meant to be like a breakfast food or something, but I'm on vacation, okay? Let me live.
Enjoy.
All right, day 2. I had a scheduled stage appearance where I answered questions and
I love that Giorno. Love the Giorno cosplay. That's killer.
posed with the MCs, and then we hurried over to Randowis's live drawing panel, and then after that we attended Shirahama's live drawing panel and got to watch her create magic in real time. My schedule ended with one last signing session, which was even more hectic than the previous one. Since the venue was going to close at a very specific time, we had to speed run it to the point where I had to sign while looking up, and I thought I was doing a pretty good job, but some people definitely ended up with some scuff signatures. Sorry about that. But it was a success. I was coming down from my happy social high of interacting with so many sweet people, and then it suddenly hit me that I'd completely forgotten to eat anything all day.
Been there.
Immediately following this realization, I completely shut down, and I was running on autopilot for the rest of the evening until dinner time. After dinner, I dragged my lifeless body to my hotel and discovered that Diaz had flowers delivered to the hotel for my birthday, which was so sweet and the perfect way to end the night. The con was finally over, and Daru and I had one more day to spend in Malaysia. We started our last day visiting an anime variety and stationery store where I picked up this cute Sailor Moon cat and these adorable sleeping Sanrio gacha trinkets.
Aww.
And another stationery store filled with stickers, washi tape, and art supplies. And of course, I had to finally try durian for the first time ever.
Ooh.
I'd always been really curious about what durian tasted like, and the thing I'd usually hear about durian was that it smelled terrible but tasted great. But I think I had the opposite experience. I didn't really mind how it smelled, and I actually kind of liked it. As for the taste, the best way I could describe it is that it tastes like envelope glue. You know, like the aftertaste after you lick an envelope? I don't know if maybe I didn't get
Oh, I know that taste. Ugh. Everyone's taste buds are... Look at that face. It's like utter disappointment.
a particularly ripe one, but as it currently stands, I can't say I'm a fan. It was a lot of fun to try, though. I
At
thought
least you
it'd be a
tried.
great idea
See,
to
I don't
treat ourselves.
like that. Everyone always talks about like in cooking and chefs and such that part of taste is also your smell. I
Yes.
don't understand how something that smells like rotting garbage, like they seem to say that durian smells like, could taste good. Because if I'm tasting something at the same time I'm smelling that, there's no way I could enjoy it.
Well, it does do with your taste buds and your sense of smell are tied together, but it's whenever you eat something. For instance, there are people who actually plug their nostrils at whenever they try something that they really like. Whenever they try something they really like, you know, they plug their nostrils and they see if their lack of ability to like inhale with eating like that makes any difference. And sometimes people say it actually tastes a lot different without the ability to like inhale and like absorb the taste the normal way. And
a lot of people, when they get a sinus infection and their nose stops up, like
a lot of
say
people's
their
taste
gets
change.
strange.
Yeah, their tastes change. It sounds stereotypical to say it, but yeah, their tastes do change whenever you get a sinus infection. Anything that affects your nasal or your sinuses in any way will fuck with you.
Yeah, and there's a lot of people that have to hold their nose to take shots of alcohol too.
Oh yeah, because the taste of it going down just messes with them whenever.
The smell of the alcohol, like it just gets to people, especially people who got too drunk one too many times. You know,
That's true.
the smell of the alcohol has never bothered me. Like it's mostly just, I don't know. I kind of like it. But that's just me.
That's fair. Bonk.
To a full body Thai massage for the ultimate post-con recovery, but I learned that I am an extremely difficult customer to work with, and it felt like an hour-long torture session more than anything, so maybe full body massages just aren't for me. I can tell Southeast Asians are built different, because after feeling like I got the shit beaten out of me...
Thai massage. Honestly, I've had a massage before where they were rough. Like they dug their elbows in and everything, and I was just like, oh, okay, It was an experience, but I gotta say they knocked out a lot of the kinks in my back, and I wouldn't mind doing it again. Just saying.
I looked over at Duru like, wow, that sure hurt, huh? And she was dead asleep. I'm glad at least one of us got our money's worth. And that about sums up how my first time in Malaysia
handles
went.
it different.
I know it's not the most riveting story. Nothing super embarrassing or hilarious
No,
happened
it's great,
since
man.
I remember to wear my shorts this time around. But I wanted to make this video because it's a memory that I'll look back on fondly, and it happened during a sort of emotionally difficult moment in my life that has now since passed. I didn't know I had so many viewers in Malaysia, so to everyone who went out of their way to see a panel or showed up to a signing or stopped me to say hi, thank you so much for being a part of one of the most memorable con experiences I've ever had. Big special thank you to the Anamangaki staff for their incredible hospitality. Yen Yen, John, Eddie, Felix, Isaac, Ash, Jolyn. I'm sure there's a few names I've forgotten. You guys are amazing, and I will never forget your kindness. And you know what? Since we're already in sappy territory, I want to say thank you to everyone who takes time out of their day to watch my content. Without you, I wouldn't be able to have these kinds of opportunities. So for that, I am eternally grateful. I really enjoy making these videos, and I hope you continue to enjoy watching them.
Always. Always, Em.
It was very wholesome.
It was. That was extremely wholesome, and I'm glad we watched this.
Our commentary is probably not as wholesome.
No. But I think it's fine. I really think that Em's commented on our videos of our reaction to her before, and she seems appreciative of everything that we add, and you know, the fact that we love we love her content. I do. I love her content. I love her content a lot, and I really love just having the moments to enjoy these and, you know, have her be real with us and talk about her experiences and everything. And
I'm glad her con experience went well too, because I've also
Yes.
been to cons that I didn't think went so well, you know.
And that's fine.
It's like, it's really cool that she had such a good con experience whenever she was kind of down and stuff. So I'm glad that helped her get back in good spirits again.
I'll be honest. I remember that. You remember that one convention we went to? It was Yamacon. We went to Yamacon, and people recognized us, and just that right there, and people asking.
Yamacon? I thought that was a different one.
It was
Yamacon.
It was Yamacon. And I just remember going there, and those people who were dressed up as characters from friggin' Has-Been Hotel. The Serpenticus and just a few they had a Vaggy, and they also had a Cherry Bomb, I think, as well. But
I don't think it was Cherry Bomb, because I think I
would
have been like
Charlie. It was Charlie. Sorry, it was Charlie. Sorry.
Yeah, if there was a Cherry Bomb, I probably would have been like, "Sup?"
Hey, how you doing? But they recognized us, and they immediately started asking for pictures. And, you know, they were asking, like, oh, what did we think of Has-Been Hotel? And I was like, dude, we loved it. The reaction, we had a lot of fun. And people were ecstatic to meet us. And they were, and then we also got to meet Steve Bloom. We got to meet Johnny Young Bosch. Got to see Johnny Young Bosch perform live, and dude's talented. And I also got to try out my Scottish accent with Steve Bloom, and he told me my Scottish accent was really good. So that's something I can take away from that. So anyway, everybody, this was Emery Chu's wholesome con experience in Malaysia. And if there are any con experiences that you all want to tell us about, you know, if they were wholesome, if they were epic, or if they were okay, just tell us about your con experience that has the biggest impact on you, and let us know in the comments down below. But for now, everybody, we're going to end it here. Thank you all very much for tuning in. Check out Emery Chu. If you see her name down there in the title of the video, click it. Watch her videos. She is amazing.
Do now.
Now.
Do it.
This is not an option. It is an order. Do it now. All right. We'll see you in the next one, everybody. Peace.